Boom. We are live. We are live. I think we did it all. We set up most of the things. We just have to set up our... Oh, I did that thing wrong again where I have to... yeah, keep that there. Oh. Weird. Okay, yeah. In the back. Get this out. Close that. Bring it up. Holy smokes. Well, we doing all right with this. Pop that there. Doot, 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 doot. Then we gotta get the ticky-tock up. Hopefully, I think we're working. I think it's working now. I don't know what happened. Looking like it's going to. That's exciting. Yeah. We here. Say something nice. Something nice. Yeah, and we're back in business. Just down a little bit. And we can say bye to that. Bring up this. That's gonna take long. All right. So, first things first, I want to go into my experimental world. I completely forgot that I made a vehicle transport. As is my custom, it's a modified version of another vehicle. Oh my god, coffee is so flippin' good. So good. But we're gonna do this real quick. Still 2 days out, and still no word on any Odyssey updates. Not looking too snabby. Oh, look, there's my cool vehicle, though. Look at it. I'm liking it. Put this little thing here to get to the top. Pretty good. And rotate this bad boy around. And we can go forwards. And if we're coming down. Oh. Right it up. Oh. Not too bad. Hey, Tuba. Are you sad right now because of Star Wars Lego content? I'm not. I mean, you know, I'm just kind of upset. Just life in general right now. Just I got a lot of shit on my brain, and it's just yeah, I gotta make a tutorial on this. I want to bring this into my. I want to bring some animals into my other levels. I don't know how I'm gonna drop them in anywhere. Yeah, I'm little. I guess it's a little upset because it makes you worried about like what Epic's doing with Lego, and as like a Lego Fortnite, uh, you know, content creator, you want the game to be healthy and to be thriving, and when Epic is literally ignoring like the game mode they're supposed to be, you know, focusing on, get you kind of like what's going on. But I'm just you know, People say it shouldn't be updated anymore. That's such a bullshit. No, no one's saying that. I don't hear that. I didn't even see that on. Who's saying that? It's a complete game. Are you kidding me? No game's complete these days. That's nonsense. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Fortnite Battle Royale should never be updated either. It's a complete game. Nonsense. It's like, yeah, they shouldn't make any more Lego sets in real life because you can just have all the pieces. It's like, it's so ridiculous. But this vehicle here, this is pretty solid vehicle. Look, I keep jumping off of it when I want to just jump on top. This is gonna be my animal transport. Not as big as Epic's. I think it does the trick. I think it does the trick. He's because of taking materials from Battle Royale, which isn't true. I'm gonna take materials from Battle Royale was Rocket Racing and that I don't think first of all, I don't think any game is taking from any other game. I play Battle Royale now because of Lego Fortnite. I disagree with that idea. Like, if you give people other modes, people will play other things. There's only so much time you can play Battle Royale. After a while, you're like, okay, I need something else. And if I'm not going to be playing Lego Fortnite, then I'm going to go to something else in a different game. You know. Hey, Gmo, what's going on? Remy, am I getting Dranok? Am I getting your messages? I'm getting this message. Hey, user, what's going on, man? I'm calling you user, but do you have a name? It says like user 2221. David. All right, cool. Don't mind me right now. I'm just kind of. Yeah, I really don't think. I think the truth of it is like what they were saying, is that like Lego makes Brick Life stuff, and then Epic has to take it. And so, yeah, I'm probably still going to do some caves. I don't really want to join anything. Fetty, you got to wait till Friday. I don't really want to do anything super new or change anything until the update. So, unfortunately, we're going to have like 2 more days of me just whacking away. Plus, I was joking in the Discord chat that now I can take out my anger that there might not be an update. So I can just take it out on the Empire. But I'm also thinking about what other content. I want to make another video soon, and I forgot that I had this animal transport I built a little bit a while ago, because I want to get some animals. And I also say, I think at the end of the day, if it's not a big update for Odyssey, we're still gonna get some builds. Have you explored from your map? Well, this is my sandbox, so this isn't really far. This is just all my cool little inventions and stuff that I like to participate in. But I gotta make a thing. I think at the end of the day, we'll get some builds. We'll get some builds in Lego in Odyssey. This is coming down slow. Not at the most. Okay, that works. Dranok, awesome, man. Yeah, definitely come on back, check it out. I mean, lately, I'm just kind of hopped in this world, but for the most part, I do my expert world is like my main world, and I've been the past couple of streams, I've just been clearing out the Empire caves just for all the resources. But, yeah, we'll see. I mainly stream Fortnite, Lego Fortnite, so, come on back. Come on back. Oh, and this was my prototype I made with the swivel. This was see, so instead of having the little one rocket on the side, I could fly up in the air, and now I got a thruster that I can turn in any direction. I can go this way. I can turn this. You know, I can even use it to go backwards. My plan today is to fully upgrade a Valley Desert Village so I can use the furniture. Yes. And then I can turn this back. But this is just my steering. My main transport rocket would be this one. You know, but if I need to turn, I have this. It's a little unstable, so I'm unsure if I'm going to fully use it. See how it wobbles so much? Like bugging. But it's an idea. And then when I want to come down, I can just... When these rockets need to be fixed a little bit. Woo! That's good. So... This thruster is moving. This one here... I'm controlling it, the swivels. You have two swivels that you can use. And actually, I use that design. No way bro plays Lego Fortnite. Yo, game's dead, bro. But where's my animal thing now? Where'd I put it? How come I can't find my... Where'd I land that thing? Jesus. Jesus. It's over here, right? There it is. Up on the hill. But yo, David, so check this out. So I actually use that steering thing on this. Look at the back. I have it on the tail, see? This is how I turn this thing. If I fly up with this, and I want to rotate it, I got 3 on this bad boy. Look at that. Working pretty good. Hasn't broken yet. And it's not my main... Right there it is. Look. They got the swivels in the thing. There's 2 types of swivels. One swivel is controllable. You can't see it on the screen here, but like it gives you a the L1 and R1, or I guess whatever controller you're on. Yeah, it's on a spinny thing upside down, and you can swivel. I haven't made a tutorial of this yet. This is probably the next one, and that other off-roader is still kind of like a prototype. Brian, we do show and tells on Friday, but now you spawn in front of a house spot with already claimed. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna land now. I'm gonna land on something, aren't I? What's under me? Oh. I'm from Germany, bro. Another time zone. Well, on Fridays I do show and tell. Well, it won't be today, but at the same time Friday we can do stuff like that. Okay, I guess we can leave this here. What do I have out here? What is this? Oh, a new crafting area. Okay. But that's about most of my vehicles. I'm gonna have to do a tutorial on that vehicle, I think, eventually. These other ones are just silly contraptions for the most part. Except I do love this. I do have a tutorial of how to make this little guy. This one's a fun one. This is a fun flyer. Pretty fast too, actually. This is just kind of the modified kart racer. But like... This it's both on YouTube and on TikTok, so it's in this spot. I usually have it with the big wheels in the back, and it actually is better with the big wheels in the back. This one actually what's cool is when you take out the balloons under the wings, it glides down. It kind of controls pretty nice. Anyway, coming down. You can still kind of coast it. So with the wheels being the same, it's nice because then it can kind of drive a little bit better. But then it's like the balance of it is a little bit more off. But yeah, this is the other one. This was I think the first one I made. Right, this has got big wheels in the back. Yeah, so this like kind of is a little bit more balanced. It still kind of flips forward a bit. Ever since they changed the weight of everything, it's like... Luckily, it still flies fine. The only other downside is it can't really climb. Upgrade to 16 gigabyte. That's good. Anyway, okay. I think that's it for this world. I gotta at some point sit down and make a tutorial and rebuild this thing again. Actually, if the lights are over there, I'm probably gonna rebuild it over there. And this is, of course, kind of a modified... This one's going to be tricky because I have to build under this. I'm going to figure something out. I don't know. It's a work in progress, maybe. I don't know. I tried to keep it kind of small so it can kind of land and drop off stuff in certain areas. Anyway, all right, I'm out of this spot. Let's go to my expert world. Yeah, we definitely could use more channels, but that's why the swivel thing kind of works. You can kind of get away with it now. Because I like... What is this? Did you have fun last game? Oh, yeah, sure. That was great. It was a great time. That was fantastic. Because, yeah, I like having thrusters to land. Because the balloons just keep dropping you. And if you flick them on while you're falling, sometimes it screws you up. My overall thoughts on this BR season? I don't even think I deserve to have thoughts. I've played like 3 rounds. You know, they're all fun. They're all fun for me. I think they have some cool, I like that they threw in some Mortal Kombat. It almost kind of felt random. You just like out of nowhere, you're like, oh. But I'm okay with it. I open my door. Get more gems. Peely, what do you have? Slabs? You probably should do smelting at this point. Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'll take it anyway. Oh, sandstone? Good job. I'll take that. Professor. I need gems. Tabby, you got any pizzas? I love when you have pizzas. Well, you got the fruit pie at least. That's all I want from you really for now. And... but yeah, I really don't... Is it true some villagers are better than us? You know, I've like debated people on Reddit about it, and I've honestly felt like at one point maybe it was more true. I will say that some... I mean... I still don't know. I feel like they are, because I feel like Tabby makes better food. Dranok, I am in New York. I'm in New York. Angelique, what's good? Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm in New York, but yeah, as far as the villagers go, I do feel like some of them are better than others. But then I don't know. Depending on certain, like, it's really hard to gauge, because I feel like sometimes it felt like if I say I put down a certain villager, if I put it down a certain villager, and I only had like the grill down, and then I put down an oven and a juicer, and then I had another villager go cook as well. The second one would go to like everything, and I'd get more of a mix of foods when the other one would just stay on the grill. So sometimes I wonder if it's like a placement of like when you like if you set up all the stuff first and then you tell the thing to the NPC to do stuff. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like the tabby's really good, but like I haven't been paying as much attention. You know, I have Otis. He of course is on the animals. Oh, see, some do. Some tell you that they're not good with animals too. Though I had to change her because the ones were always sad. See, so I've gotten to discuss the debates on Reddit where people are like, no, there's no difference, and then other times I'm like, I don't know. Like I played and like some of them are better with food, and then some of them aren't, and I started to question myself because I'm like, maybe it's when like how you place the stuff. Like if you have multiple like barn stuff, like say you have like maybe the game just screws up. Like say there's 3 of these, and you placed one, and then you put an NPC to it, and then you place the other 2. Maybe then it's like those other 2 don't get acknowledged, because I felt like that way with the cooking. Like I had two NPCs doing cooking, and one was awesome and one sucked. But then I was thinking maybe I put one on after I put down all of the cooking stuff, and maybe that's why that one goes to everything. So I don't know. I still will kind of lean towards like if I still keep getting crap from a certain NPC, I'll take him off of it. So we'll see. There should be like a character tab like on BR. I should. Meowsles. What do I have Meowsles on? Oh, he's doing gems too. See? But sometimes all the NPCs have good days and bad days. Actually, you know what's crazy though? Because also like maybe it's like accessibility. Because I have like his name was it the Salty the pirate or whatever in my survival world, and he sucks at making food. I'm like, man, he looks like he's supposed to be a cook. Like he looks like a cook, and he sucks. So I don't know. But you know, sometimes what I'll do is I mean the thing I can suggest is just experiment. If you see him like maybe only 5 sandstone. Like if you're not happy with their work, then be like move them to something else. Yeah, no, I definitely think there's like a logic to it. I mean, Otis is clearly a freaking farmer. Where the hell is he? Is he digging? No, he's sleeping. You know. Tabby surprisingly is a good cook. I always feel like it would be weird though to have a giant furry creature making food. I feel like you'd always have hair and everything. You're like, oh my god, Tabby, you're a great cook, but why is all your hair and all your food? You know, it'd just be a lot of shedding in the kitchen. But no, but I will say she does usually make a lot of different variation of treats. So bring on the hair, I guess. And I mean, I don't know. I have a beard, so I find hair in my food a lot too. They don't tell you about that part. Are the storm chasers horrible? I don't know. I've never tried, to be honest. Rufus just grabbed something from the trash. I'll put some food away. How'd she get in here without the door open? Oh, she came through the back. See, she's good. She's good. It's funny, I just collect the food. Like, I don't even... Pumpkins go down here. Pumpkin go down here. That's it. I think I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go smash some more Empire caves. With barely any essence. Bobo. Whatever happened to Baba Fett? I had another sheep. I just disappeared. Over there. Yeah, I guess that's it. Do we really think we'll get an update? That's the question, isn't it? That is the question. We definitely know we're like Fortnite in general is getting an update. We definitely know that Lego's season ends May 2nd. There is Brick Life will be getting an update. Brick Life, it seems to be that's like a little bit of their focus this time in terms of Lego content. But I do think whatever those builds are, I'm guessing whatever the builds are in Brick Life will probably be coming to Odyssey as well. I saw Crafty I saw he made a post on something where he said something where coincidentally, I don't know, it's a kind of a theory or whatever, but apparently Lego Odyssey always gets updates when it's like update 0.10, and this next update isn't a 0.10, it's like a flat number. So he's speculating that maybe on the 15th of May, which is the 0.10 update, that's when Lego Fortnite stuff. You know, did you like the Lego Pass compared to the old one? I mean, the Star Wars one last time was great. And what's weird is, like, they cut, like, I think Epic, also what's going on Falco, and Duke, what's good. One of the things I think, like, was that, like, that it was weird because there was a huge drought, right, of, like, no content, and then they kind of drip fed us a whole bunch of stuff. They gave us a Halloween stuff. They gave us like a spooky thing. Then they gave us like Oro's stuff. Then they gave us like 4 different like mini little things that just trickled in, and some didn't even make sense. And it was like a short battle pass. Remember, they gave us like a really short battle pass, and then they gave us like a Halloween one that came after that too. I was confused, to be honest. I was like, wait, what's going on? And it's like not Halloween anymore, and we're still doing spooky stuff. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they're behind. Maybe we'll get... Yeah, right? Like, it was like one pass ended, then another one came, and people were like, what's going on? Is this... And, like, while that was happening, they're throwing out, like, you know, subscriptions to, like, the crew pass. And everyone's like, oh, I didn't get my other pass. It's like, oh, it was overlapping and all this weird shit. So, like, maybe that's what's going to happen with the Star Wars stuff. It's going to be, you know, May 15th. May the 15th be with you, right? I don't know. And they're going to give us that shit then. And some people were saying that the reason why they did that was because, like, they fell behind with all their projects and stuff, and so they just were kind of, you know... I think Long Tom last night was saying we're going to get, like, Christmas stuff, like, we're going to get, like, last year's Christmas stuff now. It would be interesting to see the actual numbers of who's working on what, too, you know? Yeah, Dreams, you know, like... So, well, look at me on this. Ooh. I do think that we'll get some stuff. I'm keeping my expectations low. And I was saying last night, I think maybe it's just... you know, not to sound like a hipster, but since I'm like an OG gamer, you know, been playing since like Nintendo, I was saying how I'm used to being let down by video game expectations, because back in the day, all you really had to look at was the back of like a Nintendo box. And I was saying, some of you youngins don't remember, but like when the arcades were still around and they had like Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, they had the X-Men game, and they had, what was the other one? And they had the Captain America and the Avengers, were all these awesome beat 'em up arcade games. And then Nintendo came out with the Ninja Turtles game, and you're thinking, oh, Ninja Turtles arcade game. And no, it was this really weird, funky, strange Ninja Turtle game where you had to swim underwater and dismantle bombs, and it was really hard and annoying. And then they came out with an X-Men game. I remember on Sega Genesis, and that game, like you don't have a meter to use your abilities, and like if you used them all up, you'd like kill yourself. And then the Captain America and the Avengers, there was a Nintendo version of that game too, and that sucked too. Black Sussy Boy. This world. Yeah, I tricked you, huh? I'm an old man. Young at heart, right? Well, in my original, I would say overall, Sussy, I would say probably around closer at 800 hours, maybe all over. This world, maybe 300. I know my original survival world before I switched from the PS5 to PC was at 350 hours, and that was back. That was a good couple months ago. So I started on PS5. I used a PS5 controller, and now I'm on a PC. Because as like I started to stream and everything, and well, I needed a new computer. When I lost my other job, I was like just my computer crapped out, and I was just using my work computer. Well, I basically moved. A couple reasons I moved from PS5 to PC was one. It was kind of like it was gradual because it was like for a long time I only had I only I like PC and Mac, but I only had a Mac. So I always had like an Apple computer for like the last 15 years. And so gaming on a Mac is not really ideal. There are some games, but that's just silly. And then when my second Mac finally crapped out, I was figuring I want to move to PC and build the PC. At this time I had a PS5, and then it kind of just all kind of came together where I was like streaming on PS5, but also my PS5 was like that way, so it was like a different view. And then PS5 streaming is limited where you can't use OBS. And so there was like that kind of thing where I was like, oh, I want to do layers and I want to have, you have more control of stuff. Like right now I finally have 2 monitors to stream on too as well. So it just became, webcam was better now too with the PC. And so I originally got the PC for work, for editing. I wanted to do this. Basically the program that I wanted to learn, it's a weird thing, but there's a program called Flame. It's a compositing software, but it's very powerful. Oddly enough, it's only for Apple or Linux, not Windows. Very weird. But so I wanted to build a PC, and I was kind of making it so I would maybe be able to boot up a Linux and then the kind of work in Flame. But Flame is such an expensive piece of software that I was like, I'm not just going to build a PC for Linux and hopefully that I'll do freelance Flame work on a Linux computer. So I just kind of, I don't know, I built a PC. But long story short, I was like, oh, I can game on my PC now. I've never done that in like forever. Well, technically, I didn't build my own PC. I just hung around in my friend's garage while he built it for me. He just told me, he just was like, here's the pieces you should get, and I purchased them, and then I looked over his shoulder while he built everything. And he's an engineer, and he knows his stuff really well. So that's kind of how we went about it. And he kind of, and the thing is, it was my friend who built it. My friend he's an engineer. He's really good with computers and all that stuff. So he was the one who built it for me. And basically he helped me basically say like, okay, well, here's a hard drive, and if you want to add like a Linux operating system, you have room to do that. And because the other thing too is that the program that I wanted to use, the Flame program, the graphics card that they want you to use for that, the GPU, is like $1,500 alone. Like just that part is. And it's like, well, I don't have that money right now. So he's like, well, we'll use this GPU, and basically we'll have it so like if you ever want to actually run Flame on your PC, you'd be able to. You just have to buy these other things. Yeah, and mine's actually a pretty old GPU, but he was so nice. He actually had an extra one laying around of like another, like there's a GeForce with the 1080 or 1800 or something, and he just kind of was like, here, you can. So like my computer's like really good. My GPU is kind of, at one point was top of the line. Now it's middle ground, I guess, but it's good enough to play Fortnite, right? And like actually do like decent editing too and stuff, so it runs well. Yeah, dude, my buddy Dan, he is super nice. He's like, sometimes he's too nice. He'll be like, oh yeah, here you go, take this, and just like give me I'm like, dude, what are you like, look at this freaking cave I had to get to. Like, what am I? This is actually like a really cool spot. Oh. So, let's see. Where are we going to go with this? Where are we parking? But yeah, so that's the story of how I was on PS5 at first, and then everything just kind of switched around, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna finally, in all my years of living, join the PC gang. And it was not like I never had anything against it. It just the stars never aligned for me to be a PC person. And you know, in school and college and stuff, I was an art guy, graphic design, Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects. All that stuff runs on a Mac. That was kind of the thing. Actually had, for a lot of times, I had really bad timing. I had a buddy like that. We had a small falling out, and I still think about him. Yeah, sometimes that happens. We kind of, people come and go in our lives. Oh man, is this gonna be good here? Uh-oh. No. We're not doing that nonsense. I'm gonna like... Okay, that's better. Look at this guy. We'll stick it right here. Can you get me? Get the hell out of here, you... Stupid wolf. Yeah, gaming PC's like, yeah. Well, that was the thing too, is like... I'll be honest, like when I had my Mac, I loved the Mac was cool, and Mac has a lot of cool things. They're way more expensive for what you can get with one, but like it even in this day and age, it still felt like limited. It still felt like you'd be like, oh, like the last Mac I had, I was like, oh, maybe I can stream on it. I was gonna stream, and I looked up OBS, and my OS that I had was like 0.1 or whatever under it, and it was like, oh, for me to get OBS, I have to get like a whole new operating system, and I wasn't gonna do that because I had like a cracked version of Photoshop, like CS5, and I'm like, if I update everything, I don't even know if CS5 is gonna work anymore. Then I gotta get a new Photoshop, and then like my Wacom tablet is like freaking old, and I'm just like, just to upgrade everything, which is gonna be such a pain in the ass. But it's like, you get on a PC, and it's just like everything's made for it. Yeah, and Mac is just, they're kind of like, oh, you can't afford us? Well, that sucks for you, sorry. Too, I think you will too. I think you will. You got 2 more days, you can do it. And user, as far as reaching out to your friend, I think timing wise, it might just, it'll be interesting. I feel like sometimes those things kind of happen, whether it's not you or him, but like it can happen. But yeah, the tech thing. But yeah. So when I had like PCs, you can upgrade a lot easier. And here's 509. No, you got 2 more days. That's gonna be tough. You can probably get to maybe 550. Maybe. I don't think you can do 100. You can do 100 levels in a day. Oh, then you're gonna get there. What are you talking about? You'll definitely hit it. But yeah, like my Mac, like when it finally broke, and the funny thing about it, when it broke was that the first time it happened, it was this graphics card, and apparently I looked and my Mac was like under warranty, or it was like some kind of like there was like a recall for it, so like I was able to get like that fixed, the graphics card. Then the second time my graphics card crapped out on me, I was out of warranty, and something, and the thing was like the graphics card or something with the motherboard, it was like tied to it. It's like I couldn't, like it was done. I couldn't get a new graphics card. The computer's done. Like, see you later. And so it was just at that point I was just like, you know what? I want to get a PC. I think it's time. And then as I've been getting into streaming and everything else with editing, it's just more versatile. I will say this, I still think Apple makes probably the best, even with the fucking dongle, I still think their MacBooks are solid laptops. Like, that's kind of where I think they still shine. Now, Nick, I think if you're okay with PC, they're like, oh, you can get a brand new Mac with everything you need for like $1,000. No. I mean, even I don't know. I've had Mac for a long time. I have an iPhone, but at this I've had too much of it. It's like I like how they are. I do. And they're good for, like, if you can afford them, they last a hell of a long time. My phone lasts a long time. Like, they're good in that sense. But they're annoyingly... Yeah, it's like... Their dongle, like, even the way they did their mouse, and Apple's so arrogant with the way they are, and it's just... you know... But then again, like... I would say the other option is probably like you really have to do your research on a PC or have someone build one, because the ones you get, I feel like, and actually I'm talking on my ass because I haven't bought a retail PC before, like in a long time, but they always come with so much crap on them, so much bloatware, so much other bullshit. It's like all this gross stuff, and those PCs don't seem to last, or like you really have to maintain them, so that's why they're a pain in the ass. But I don't know. But I would say, like, ideally, if you have the money, probably. Yeah, it's tricky. Like, there are retail PCs that if you know what's going on and what to look for, or like some people will be like, oh, I'll buy this PC setup with the case and everything, and that's a good price, and then I'll just take out all that shit and put in what I want to put in. But am I freezing right now? You know what? I won't lose life. But like Windows laptops, like you really have to, like, for instance, like if I were to get a Windows laptop, if I were to buy a laptop, hold on, what is my wife's texting me? What is this? I would do like a ThinkPad, like a Lenovo. I like Lenovo ThinkPads, but they can run expensive now. Also, shout out to the mouse nub. I still like the mouse nub. Mouse nub, I still think is superior to the touchpad. I think more laptops should have the nub instead of the touchpad. But I would probably do, like, I would look into Lenovo. When I was in college, I had a Toshiba laptop, PC laptop. I loved that thing. That thing was, and also at that time, my buddy Dan, who built my computer, he like cleaned out my Toshiba. He like revamped it, like got rid of all the bloatware, he made it look like immaculate, and just it ran good for such a long time. Then I think eventually the battery was kind of going, and then I forget what else happened. But I think the RAM or something like the RAM or something got crapped out or I don't know or something like that. But it had a good run. But if I was doing a laptop, it would probably be like a PC laptop. It'd be like a Lenovo, a ThinkPad, or like I said, like you really drop the bread and get like a really powerful MacBook. Yeah. Getting a new computer is always like such like a wonderful revelation. You're like, oh man, look at this tech and everything. Oh, I guess I should get some iron now, shouldn't I? Let's do this. And I don't even have a good... It's just durability. I still have a slot available. Wasting. You know what I gotta do? I'm doing it this way. Oh, what is that? 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But yeah, an ideal world, I would probably like. I got my PC now, and then I would get like a Mac, like a power book or something if I had the money for it. Because I do think Apple, like, even though like they do weird proprietary stuff with their dongles and all that other bullshit, their Macs just they last. They just last. And they last with very minimal maintenance. Yo, Margus, what's good? Also, Nick, just talking about external hard drive, I just saw that that's set to PC. What is it set to? Because you can actually set it to like I think it's called exFAT. If you you probably can't really format it now, but if you format it to X, I think it's exFAT. It's called. It works on both. Actually, the one VFX job that I worked at the studio. When their stuff dies, it dies hard. Yes, but it lasts a long time. But like, yeah, when something goes, it's like, you can kind of maybe get little workarounds, but most of the time, as the animation voice says, it's like, see you later. Like when my computer died, the graphics card, the screen just starts blinking and doing this weird stuff, and you just like, that's it. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it now. It's funny. I still have the box. It's still right here. But yeah, so when I worked at this one VFX studio, I worked as kind of like maybe like the media managers, I guess. So we were Flame. We did like Flame Assist. So we exported like the final versions of the commercials and stuff. But we also were getting a lot of assets from other companies. We were the ones that would put it on like the servers for like other artists to pull. And we had a Mac Mini that was dual bootable, so you could boot it into iOS or into Windows, because sometimes your drives wouldn't work with the whatever they were formatted to, so you'd have to like boot it up in Windows instead. A Mac Mini actually is a pretty good for anybody that's not like doing super intensive. I feel like from Apple, yeah, it was a little Mac Mini. It's an old one. But you were able to like, I forget, hey, you just turn it off and then you hold a button down when it would boot up, and you'd boot it into, we usually kept it in Windows because we would work off of Macs. I still think the funniest thing is how Flame is only Mac and works fine for what it is, but it's really, really slow. Yeah. Well, I think that's what we were doing. We were like booting it up, and no, we just had, I think, I think they partitioned the hard drive, and they were able to put Windows on it, or we might have done virtual. Like I can't edit and also open up Chrome to search for a photo. It will run really. Yeah, no. See, that's a no-go. Can I reach that? Do I have to? Yeah, I do. Oh, is this all? Look at all the iron. This is dope. I'm gonna be looting the hell out of this with all this. Can't imagine the Darth Vader expert. They killed me multiple times in regular. Oh, well, in the beginning, in expert mode, those Darth Vader minifigs that came. I couldn't even get into an ice cave in expert mode. I would die before. I would die to the stormtroopers outside. But you didn't really need to get to the Star Wars caves at this level. Like I was like, all I need is like bright core. I was like, if I can just get through a desert cave, I'll be all right. That's it for there. Look at it all. Look at it all. Wasn't at some point I could have sworn like I'm gonna clear out these caves. These are gonna take a long time. That would have been cool if they did that. I never was able to witness that because I don't think they weren't technically Vaders. They looked like the TIE fighter pilots. And part of me is still kind of hoping that Epic is like, hey guys, I know, like, surprise, like, I know we didn't put out trailers, but look, it's a whole super awesome seasonal update. What can I drop? Torches? Do I have? Do you have any? I'll look for it. No. Yeah, that's really what I'm hoping. Like, he's so awesome. especially for all the people on like the on Reddit that are like complaining. Like if they, this is one post that there were people like I want like I want them I want to like just post be like, oh look who's like come back to the post like, look at this, you guys know what you're talking about, look at, they did it all. I mean I'm not one to gloat though. Eat the meat. You know what, I'll take the corn first. This will be really good though, because I'll be honest, I'm like really low on raw iron. I know this is gonna be tedious doing these ice caves, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hey, Vinceminion, what's going on? Welcome on back. Another episode of Remy dismantles the Empire Caves for all the good loot. Oh, look at that. The rainbow. I should like... Oh, where is there another brood? Alright, I think we're safe up here. That shit always scares me though. So far away, and it's like we would be inseparable. Oh, we can't play today. It's gonna be Fridays. Friday is the People's Day. Where so far I have a shared world, but also we've been doing a lot of BR stuff. I'm gonna have to kill that guy. This guy makes me nervous. We've been doing BR stuff, like a little bit of a show and tell as well. OG Gamer 2. I'm 46. And the first system I played on was Atari. Hell yeah, man. OG. It's like, that's right over here, too. I'm going to put this. Yeah, I'll just put this like this. I don't need to. I need more room. I'll get more room. What's this guy doing here? How far is it? Now he's over here. Still out there. I'm okay with it. Oh, close. Alright, my wife sent me a picture Oh no. Good old Facebook memories, reminding you how she sent me a Facebook memory. She's like, look at us, and it was like probably like 3 years ago, and we were both much skinnier. We both keep telling ourselves we need to lose weight. And I know you're probably thinking, you're looking at me going, you're not fat. It's like, I'm not technically, I mean, like, I don't look fat. I got my beer gut though. It's called blubber. Yeah, it's called dad bod. I definitely got a dad bod. You probably, if you looked at me, you wouldn't be able to tell that I was 200 pounds. And it's funny because I have a treadmill I've been running on, and then it started to, like, I don't know if like it needs like lubricant or something, but it's like not running well now, and I'm just like, well, there goes that form of exercise. But you know, it's hopefully, I don't know, there's summer. I try to exercise more, you know. Luckily, I mean, the good part is I don't even have a car. I walk everywhere. I can only imagine if I had a car. I'm not tall. I'm 5'10". Just the cutoff of it, I think. What women these days accept as being an okay height. I think like 5'10" is pretty much average. So yeah, so technically, like, and like, yeah, it's like, it's not really in my face. Like, my beard kind of hides, probably, if I had like a little thing under my chin. I'm like ruining my image of myself to everyone. Like, yeah. But yeah, it's just I just like to eat. Yeah. It's good. It hides the double chin. It creates a nice jawline, you know, so you're still looking. It's my secret. But yeah, so she sent. So anyway, so yeah, she sent the picture of when we were at my cousin's wedding like 3 years ago. Leo was like just born. My beard, I trim every week. I keep it at this length. But I've had a beard since college, and every time I don't shave it. I don't shave it off anymore. I've shaved it off a few times. I've regretted it every time, and each time I look more and more awful. So I just don't do it. It started in college one year. Because I always had like a little goatee since, like, you know, college. It's like chin fuzz basically. And then one year in college, I got like sick. Not like deathly ill, but just like, you know, flu or something. And I was like, yo, I feel like crap. I'm gonna look like crap. I'm not gonna shave. I didn't shave for like, you know, and then basically my beard kind of grew into my goatee. And then I just learned about how, like, you can just trim your neck, and as long as you trim under here, it's not itchy anymore. And then, like, once I realized that, I kind of kept the beard. And then people comment on the beard and be like, "Oh, you got a beard?" Yeah, and that was my thing before they became a thing. I'm saying it now. I had a beard before beards were cool. I did. But yeah, so I'm never gonna be shaving it, and I don't think I'm never gonna do one of those things where I traumatize my kid, where I shave it off and I'm like, come here. Like, what happened to Daddy's face? It's like, no. I'm gonna have a beard till the day I die. What's up, buddy? So David, how long is your beard? Do you keep it really long, or do you kind of maintain it? My wife actually wouldn't mind my beard a little shorter, but I always tell her I'm gonna grow it out really long, and I tell her I'm gonna grow my mustache over my mouth and just like get like a full on Santa Claus beard. She's like, no, don't do that. Yeah, mine is the same length as yours almost, but my mustache is way thinner. That's still cool. That's good. It's a good beard, you know. This is it. You know, it's like it's manageable. It's not like too rowdy. I once had a joke where like you have to be careful because I've done the whole. Well, one thing is if I grow my beard out too far, it starts to get really weird and unruly, and it doesn't really shape as well because like this side kind of curves for some reason, or like under, and this side just goes this way. But the one thing I was saying is that if you grow your beard too long, you then become, you're no longer like a guy with a beard. You're like the beard guy. And, you know, depending on who you are, you might not want to be the beard guy, you know. It's like, it just becomes more of your identity than you. The beard becomes more than you. Like a Temu Jesus. Yeah, it is time. Gotta get that trim. Yeah, and I just use like a lecture. Hey Tom, what's good, man? We're just in here dismantling more caves. I feel like I'm gonna be doing this till the update, just because I don't know. I don't want to start any new projects without seeing what's going on. I'm doing okay. You know, we're just chatting about beards right now. How are you doing? Don't start me on beards. Uh-oh. I was just saying how I'm never going to shave my beard off. And also, as a bald guy too, it becomes a good look. That's like the default look, right? Bearded bald guy. But it also kind of makes sense because from what I understand, it's testosterone, like higher levels of testosterone is what makes you go bald and grow beards. So it becomes a whole thing. Oh, excuse me a second. As wifey, we were talking about dinner plans. We're trying to we're gonna do one slice of pizza and then a salad. That's why there was a time where I'd only eat once a day. It was like my ghetto version of like intermittent fasting, where like I would go for a walk, get 2 slices of pizza, one like a meat pizza and one like a veggie slice, and then that was it. Around 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'd eat, stuff my face, and that was it for the rest of the day. And then at nighttime, if I got hungry, I would either eat fruit or just drink water. And it worked. Over a long period of time, I lost like 30 pounds at one point. I would tell people I lost 30 pounds just by eating pizza. Yeah, for me, it was a long process. It's funny. When I was like probably in high school, I used to gel and spike my hair. And people be like, in the front, it would start to look a little thin. They're like, "Oh, your hair's thinning." I'm like, "No, it's just the way it's spiking." I was probably one of the first of my friends and stuff to kind of lose their hair. It was a long time before I completely buzzed it down to nothing. I used to just kind of keep the sides. Like really, I used to call it like the Jason Statham, because he's like. Also, on a side note, the bald subreddit is actually a super friendly, positive, nice subreddit. So if you ever need encouragement and stuff, that's like actually a pretty solid. Like I came across it, probably because it was recommended, and it's people just being like, finally took the plunge, and it's someone like who shaved their head, or they show like the before and after, and was like, "Yo, you look so much better." And sometimes even there's some ladies that are dealing with the hair loss, and they come in there, and it's still good moral support. But my suggestion, most of the time, depending on how it's balding, like mine was going down the middle. Sometimes if you get that kind of cool little island in the front, it's not so bad. But you can still get away with kind of having a bit. Like for a long time, I just buzzed it short. So I still had it around, but as long as I kept it short, I didn't look that old or that balding. And then eventually it was like my brother, who's younger than me, he like took the plunge first. And now it's funny, we like look very similar, because he grew a beard and he was losing his hair, and then he just kind of buzzed it all the way down. And then my wife was like, "See, he's doing it." I was like, "All right, fine, I'll do it." Yeah, as long as you have like a decent shaped head and if you have a beard, especially if you have a beard, you're already kind of doing the right thing, because I feel like you still get hair on your face, it works. And then if you have a good shaped head, or if you feel like you have a good shaped head, that's like a nice positive on top of that. But again, you can just, I tell you, the amount of money you save, on haircuts, and I just have like an electric razor, and I just buzz my head. It's actually the same one I use for like here. I'll do my neck, and then I just do my head. And I usually do like twice a week. So like sometimes I'll just buzz my neck like on a Monday, and I just trim that and like around on the bottom, and then on like Friday I'll do my beard again, maybe a little bit more trim, and then I'll buzz my head as well. My girlfriend tells me she doesn't mind, but it's definitely something I'm self-conscious about. I just wear hats. Yeah, I wear hats too, but you'll realize, and actually as you're balding, wearing hats isn't such a bad idea, because the sun will really get you. But you gotta rock it, because I feel like a lot of what's really attractive in most people is just confidence. Just being comfortable and confident with who you are goes a really long way. I always find it weird if someone like uses. I used to do the palm shaver for the head. I switched to a safety razor. It's like a T-shaped. Oh yeah. See, I'm always afraid of that I'm gonna like really nick or cut my head, and the buzzer seems to work well enough. I think my brother uses like the palm one. Like it's like an electric that like it's got like the 5 blades, and he buzz. I also prefer razors that you can plug in that aren't battery powered, because I feel like I want to have the full power and not have to worry about. Or if it has a battery, at least let me use it plugged in as well. But yeah, I was gonna say I always find it weird when people like are trying to use an insult bug. Oh, look at this boldy. It's like, bro, I've been bald for like years. Like, I've already come to terms with that. Like, I don't see how that's an insult, you know. But that's the thing. Is like, just embrace it. And definitely, and honestly, like if you're on Reddit, I would definitely. It's like weird. It's like pointing out like you're bald. Like, yeah, bro, I look in the mirror every freaking day. Like that's not. And to be honest, like bald, short bald, doesn't look as like. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like if you're trying to, if you have a ponytail or like you're doing comb overs or something where you're, it's like, yeah, I can see how you can make fun of that kind of stuff. But like when you think about like just buzzed down bald, like, come on, you had like Bruce Willis. Like I said, Jason Statham. Who else? There's a whole bunch of like famous bald actors and stuff that are like, you know. Actually, was it The Rock? Rock's bald. Guys like even like comedians like Bill Burr. He's bald now too. You know. It's just you got to just keep it short. You can't be. Okay, Kevin Spacey and 7. Nick, you're such a such a jerk. But that's the one thing is like I do feel more bad for the guys that can't let it go. Kerry King. You got Maynard from Tool. He's bald. If you're a Tool fan. Why didn't that switch? But also, like I was gonna say, is like definitely if you are on Reddit and stuff, check out the Bold subreddit. It's like I said, very positive subreddit. There's so much iron. Am I going crazy? Did levels always have so much iron in them? Look at this, lagging it. There you go. Yeah. I'm glad. Yeah, man, that's kind of how you have to be. And like I said, like if you go to like the like the bold subreddit and stuff, you just see like yeah, it's like once you get comfortable with it, you're like, oh, this is so much better. And I'll be honest, when I had hair, I didn't have the best hair. My brother, hey, what's going on? You know what's coming to the new update? Vertex? No, we're treading lightly because so far the only stuff that seems to be coming to the update is for Brick Life, and of course the regular BR Fortnite. Heck yeah, man! Bald is beautiful. We're more dynamic too. But to answer your question, Vertex, as far as what's coming to Lego Fortnite Odyssey, there has not been a teaser trailer yet. Some people are still holding out and hoping that we might still see one. What is this? Hold on. But in terms of what Brick Life is getting, it looks like they're going to get maybe a couple buildings, which probably will come to Odyssey. And then there's the Darth Jar Jar, gonna be a skin, I think, and then the Emperor Palpatine is gonna be a skin. But besides that, we're all kind of hoping there's gonna be more, but we'll see. Oh my god, you are 100% right, man, that there is a lot of iron. Holy smokes. I ain't complaining. This cave is gonna take forever. This is good though, because again, like, I haven't done a lot of resource gathering in a long time, so this whole, like, all of this that I've been doing is, like, actually really helpful. Like, going to a cave to find marble, hardly anything iron. There's so much, it never ends. I actually suggest, I don't know if you've looked for marble in the grasslands, Star Wars caves, but I was coming across a good amount in them for sure. So I would definitely try that. Not to mention also smashing a bunch of Star Wars stuff, you get some marble as well. So much. Holy smokes. That's true. Actually, I have one, don't I? I think I do have one. The quest for the new chunks was it was random. I have but like not only was it a quest, but like then I didn't do it and I already actually I should still do it. Now that you mention it. It was really random. Like, get some chests. That's what we're going to give you. It's going to be and I'm like, people were complaining. I'm like, guys, relax. We're getting a new update like in a week. And now it's like we're not going to get an update and it's just going to be, oh, that's all they gave us? Decorative chests. Cool. Thanks for that. It's like even when they open, I think. Sometimes it's funny. I feel like some of these developers like outright hate like the fan base. Yeah, I think they're giving us stuff because they're trying and they're juggling a lot. I'm sometimes sympathetic to gaming companies because I worked in VFX and it's very similar. And I feel like how that shit goes down and just like you can kind of like almost like guess like how the conversations go and stuff about some of the things where you're just like yo, like somebody that's got their head up their ass that's like some exec or something is like, we gotta have it like this, or there's legality issues and like all these other things with people that don't even play the game. They're like, we need more of this in it, and it's just like, and And then you have all these artists that are like, I'm working for like Epic. I'm working on Fortnite. This is awesome. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna need you to make this thing. And then actually the thing you made that's not good. So we have to like, we're gonna have to put that to the side, and you have to work on this now. And like they're just sitting there like working overtime on like nonsense things or something. Press P. It's apparently still the first. Oh yeah, I'm still on. Oh wait. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I still gotta get. I'm still on the first one too. When does this end? When does this stupid thing? Does this end soon? I haven't done any of these other things. See, those kind of like sometimes missions and stuff to me, like, I don't know, they kind of, they bother me, but like that's why I'm like, I want to do my own thing. Like I don't want to sit there and go, what else do I have to do now? What's on my list? Perfect timing. Look at this. Took so long that I didn't even get my other one back. What happened? Really? That like really happens. I gotta wait 40 seconds still. Get out of here with this bullshit. Right here, look at taunting me. More of it. Everywhere. Until May. Alright, well, we got some time then. Give me. Oh, look at it. We got more beds. We got more beds. Give me all the feathers. Just go like this. Ready? Huh. Huh. $200 feathers, just like that. Oh. Look, they literally have an outhouse right here. That's all this is. Look, oh man, this must be the most uncomfortable dookie. Imagine being freezing cold, sitting here trying to take a duke. Jeez. Whenever I open up a rune book, it just gives me essence instead of a new skill, but I haven't unlocked. You have to have unlocked them all. Well, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's two sets of, so the first set of, where are they? So the first set you unlock in, I think it's in the storm caves, or some you unlock in the storm caves. Those books, but those are different than the ones you get in the Lost Isles. So there's two different sets that you have to get. Yeah, nobody wants to take a cold duke. Man. Yeah, there's two sets of tombs to get. That's Noodles. You have a good day as well. David, you probably have to. Have you been in the caves yet? Because the caves give you another set. The caves will give you another set of. Like, I hit a dead end. Yeah, those are where you get the other books. This is a long and annoying cave. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. You're definitely gonna want them. They give you some of the better ones, I think. I can't remember which ones they are. But especially if you're gonna fight the Storm King, I got all the tombs, and I leveled everything up to level 3. When I oh look, I love the evil sky. Evil sky. Evil sky. But yeah, I made sure to unlock all the tombs and get them to level 3 before I fought the Storm King. And then I got all my weapons to legendary. Oh no, my sushi. Give me my sushi. Oh, you better not be closer now. Look at all this. Look at this. Look at all that. Oh no. You gotta fight these guys. Oh. These guys hurt. He's still out there. Okay, good. Oh, for crying out loud. Yo. Yeah, actually, you're right. I haven't played. Usually, it's 4 hours that it happens. I haven't really played that long in a minute, but yeah, I haven't seen it for a while now. So I'm right there with you with that one. Alright, let's go. Oh. Back into this cave. You should, but oh my god, it's 3:53. Oh my god. It started late today. I had to do this other nonsense. I had to also buy I bought a pair of Converse. Because I don't know if you know this, but if it's your birthday month, they give you a 20% off coupon to use if you order on the store. And I mostly only wear Chuck Taylors. And I like that you can just, for like a good price, customize your own. My birthday was the 14th of April. So it's been a minute. But they give you the whole month, and today was the last day of April, so I was like, I gotta get a pair. And we'll see. I got the ones with like the extra comfort this time. I have another pair that I bought because I need a new pair of shoes. This pair's got the extra comfort. Well, thank you. We kept it low key. I just went to one of my favorite breweries that is kind of close by. It's called Finback Brewery. Really awesome. I think they're only local though. I don't know if you can get them out of state. But yeah, just did that. The weekend before the birthday. When my birthday was on a Monday, so we did that Saturday. And then on Monday, me and my wife just went out to eat at a spot after work. But yeah, on Converse.com you can make your own Converse. It's pretty cool. You can pick the colors and stuff. It takes about a month, sometimes less, usually for them to deliver. But if you know your size, pretty cool. But yeah, the first pair I got recently was like regular ones, and this one I got like a little bit wider, and then with with like a comfort foam kind of inside. So we'll see how those. Hopefully they fit nicely. But yeah, I like Converse just because like you never have to. I don't have to think about my shoes really now. I'm just like, oh, I need a new pair of Converse. Oh my god, there's so much iron in this. I'm like getting. Yeah, it'd be cool if like you could do like or you know what, even better, even if they gave us a, besides a bundle bag, but even like a quiver for arrows, so I don't have to have arrows take up 3 freaking slots. Like just give me a bag called a quiver. It'll literally be like a side, you know. And then like yeah, maybe like a bag like. I used to play this MMO called Ultima Online, and you could like craft bags, and you could you literally could put bags in types of bags. Yeah, or have your it'd be cool if you could your follower you could like actually deck out and give shit to. Like here you go. Like here's some armor. Here's some charms. Here's some weapons, and so you don't just die right away and lose what I just gave you. That'd be nice. Yeah, they could do a lot, and it's just like I don't know why they're just taking their time or waste. I don't want to say they're wasting time on Brick Life, but like they really should be focusing on Odyssey, I think. Wouldn't it also been funny if Epic came out with a skin just called Lego Guy, and it was like a full it was just like a full like BR skin with like just the Lego head, you know, and he just was like smiling, and he was. Lego probably won't go for it though because they don't want violence. They're not a fan of animated violence. Oh, that's interesting. I see. Have I been missing people's talking on the? Oh. Dave, I saw you type in the TikTok chat and it said, haha, that would be hilarious. And then it disappeared. And then it didn't come up at the top on my like other like thing. Interesting. I don't know if you can delete what you say on things, but yeah. Yeah, I guess I gotta pay attention. It's interesting, but it was weird because like, I guess this isn't like technically the TikTok web thing. I gotta be careful now. I didn't realize that. Yeah, like I don't like that if I was missing people's comments. I feel bad when I do that. So I guess it's still buggy, whatever this like. Yeah, TikTok out of all the platforms seems to be the like wonkiest when it comes to like cooperating with other stuff. Woo. There you go. So I stream on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And YouTube's weird because YouTube is both vertical and horizontal, are both like separate streams. So like the chat that's going on the verticals is a different chat than if you were to go into horizontal. So technically it's four, and they all kind of have their benefits because like on YouTube, if you stream vertically. You get way more views because like people are just like on TikTok, how people are just scrolling through things, they just can come across your stream, and then the horizontal one is like if they're already subscribed to you, if they're following you already, then they'll get like a notification because otherwise, no one's seeing that. And yeah, the YouTube one, like the horizontal. Like between the vertical, it's like my viewers, like in terms of like viewership, my verticals will have like around 88 views after I'm done streaming, and my horizontal will have like 10. It's like a crazy difference. So like it's cool because the shorts I feel like will get you more viewers and then more subscribers. And then the same thing with TikTok. TikTok, you get like a good amount of people popping in, saying hello, chatting, and then you can get followers that way. And then Twitch, I feel like is just a more. That's the platform for streaming. It is a streaming platform, so it's like you feel like people that are on that, the community there is a bit more, about just streaming. But in this day and age, I feel like it's a waste to not stream on everything. Because it's all kind of helping out. It'll probably just suck a bit more when if I ever get more popular and like a lot of people are chatting in a bunch of streams, it'll be hard to kind of keep track of. Oh, even cold coffee is good. I know there's iced coffee and cold brew, but I mean like warm coffee that got cold. Which I guess is what iced coffee is too anyway, but Man. So I started streaming Lego pretty early into, I guess, I would say. Hey Tanisha, welcome on in again. I started streaming, I guess it's hard to say. Let's see, I got affiliated past in August, so it had to have been before that, so maybe... I'm going to say maybe like in March, April, maybe like around... Maybe March, I would say probably March of last year I started streaming. And like I've had this Twitch account for a long time, but I tried streaming before, but it didn't really seem to work well because I was playing more like I had to concentrate more. I was playing like Destiny at the time. But this, I don't know, it just kind of dawned on me again to like, oh, maybe I should try streaming. And then with the game Lego Fortnite, I feel like it's just a better. Like I'll play BR, but like again, it's just like it's hard to keep track of the chat then. And I mean, you know, I guess it works out good, but you know, it could be cool both ways. But for me, I feel like, especially if you're trying to grow a stream, you want to interact with the people that are watching you. And I realized when I was playing Destiny, it's like people would pop in, and be like, oh, someone's there. They'd look, and they just leave, you know. It's like, I'm not saying anything. Ninjago, what's good? Don't mind me, I'm just collecting resources. I can't reach that. I do have a Discord. You can access it from TikTok if you look at my profile. It says like biosite / Remy Lexington. Gattaca, hey, what's going on? How are you? If you click on that bio site, it'll say like join the community in like that like little mini profile thing. Which, by the way, that's a pretty cool feature. That bio site comes from, I think, Squarespace, and it's just like a free thing you can have. You can just make your own little bio site, or you know how like so if you pop in there, you know. It's a small community, but we're trying to grow. I think there's about 40 members now. 2B1 is a bit active in there, so that's cool. There's a few other people that are occasionally active. I try to be active, you know. And it's like it's Lego Fortnite, but then I have like a more general space for just chatting and sharing media and things. And again, if people end up like suggesting anything, I'm all about, you know, it's trying to, you know, it's all an experiment. It's all an experiment. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Almost broke it. The lag saved me. Like it's never ending. What does it mean to affiliate? So affiliated. So being affiliated with Lego means that I can like promote them, and I can get like a commission or like a percentage. So like if you like, so I got affiliated with Lego. So if you click on the little links there, that brings you to the Lego website. But if you then buy something from that, like through that link, it just takes you to the regular Lego website. But the fact that you clicked on it through that, and then if you were to buy something, I would get like a little percentage. So that means, thank you. Yeah, that I used, and like you have to have like a certain amount of followers on thing. I used my Instagram for that one because that actually I still had like a lot of followers from a previous thing, and I was actually able to kind of convert that and still use that. And it's the same thing where like if you get a creator code for Epic, and then people can use your creator code and buy skins, and if your creator code is part of that, you get money from that. And then with Twitch, being an affiliate of Twitch means that when you first start streaming on Twitch, you're not making any money or anything like that. And then once you hit a certain amount of like milestones, which is like average of 3 viewers, certain amount of streaming hours, blah blah blah, then you get accepted to become an affiliate of Twitch, which means now people can subscribe to you. And I think the subscription is now $8, but that means, and then I think Twitch takes half of that, so then you only get $4 from that. If you become really big, you become a partner of Twitch, and then you'd get 75%, and Twitch only takes 25%. But then that's like a huge. You have to have like 10,000, followers, something like followers or something like that to do that. But affiliate generally means, in most cases, that like the person is gonna get a little bit of percentage of whatever you're purchasing if you use their affiliate links. You can even do like affiliate. There's like a whole thing of that where like you do affiliate marketing with like Amazon, and you promote Amazon things, or even like on TikTok, where, oh, got a guy, just so you, how are you? I'm like, I'm doing well. Sorry, I missed that. But yeah, I'm doing well. Another day, another dollar, fighting the good fight. But yeah, I was gonna say, so on TikTok too, that's like if you are selling stuff and you have your little creator code or your creator fund, and like you promote a product and then they click on the TikTok shop, then it can go from there, like that kind of thing. Man, it's so crazy how much stuff is in these caves. I'm like kind of glad it's. The way we keep going. Man, oh man. I would love to be part of Lego like that. I think I recently applied to some kind of position. Actually, no, Lego I didn't. I applied to like Epic for something, but I think Lego is very tricky to like get an actual. Most of the like marketing is like all like different. But it would be fun to work for Lego. It's crazy. Like when I was younger and I loved building Legos and stuff, I never would have imagined that you could become like a Lego builder or creator for a living. And then when I got older, they were like, "Look at this! This is a Lego create." I'm like, "What? You can be like a master builder?" Because like I was heavy into Legos when I was little. I would have loved that. Get over here. Look at all this. Okay. Be here too. Oh my god. Yeah. It is very exciting that Lego is like so massive like that too, because it's like I love that it's in everything, I love that it's still going. It's still this really strong entity of stuff. I gotta get going though. Rebecca, how are you? Good morning. I'm doing well. I've been spending my time dismantling the Empire Caves. Yeah. But now I must leave these. Running low. And it's already 4:15. Which is like, goddamn. Goddamn, I said. Whoa. Oh, okay. Is that fun down there? These guys are back. Come here, buddy. Crazy as a 6:15 a.m. Word. Well, I hope working isn't stressing you out too much. Remember to get plenty of mental rest. You all know how jobs can be. What's glowing over here? What do I hear the glowing sound? Oh, is it the rainbow? Alright, we gotta head back. Ooh. That was kind of cool. I called in sick today. I have a bad migraine. Had it since yesterday. Oh, man. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you have a lot of time off then. That's good. That is definitely good. Take some break time. I hope that the fact that they're not doing that server restarting is maybe they're getting better at like expanding. Isn't it weird how they never really, you never feel like they themselves acknowledge the like build limit, and I feel like it would be cool if they're like, hey, we're working on expanding that or something. They never ever mention it. Finish my coffee. See, I should put that swivel on this thing. Yeah. I thought it was interesting that somebody on Reddit built a giant like yacht, right? And it's so big that it got build limit issue. And I was like, well, that's interesting because like they can move that anywhere. And somebody's saying, yeah. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! That hasn't happened in a minute. Let's switch that. But he was saying that like how after he would like move the boat somewhere, he wasn't able to build any buildings around it, and then he moved it another spot, and then there was like only half of his boat said he couldn't build on it, and the other half he was okay to build on it. So I'm like, that's a very interesting thing that he's got this giant build that like he can move around, and it can cause that build complexity issue. But like depending on how he puts it or where he puts it, it's like half and half. Now I know my building, half of it you can still build in, and half of it won't let you. But for him to be able to move it and it'd be completely unable to build on it, and then move it somewhere else, and then like half it can be, it's like, and I know there's like everything is set up as a grid, because even sometimes if you look at the map, I don't know, it doesn't really show it here, but some people's maps bug out, and you'll see like just a square patch, and it's like, well, I guess that square patch is like a grid piece kind of thing. But alright, for now I'm gonna sit in here. And unfortunately, we're at here. We're gonna have to let's see, who's anyone. Oh, look at this. That's a pretty fun one. Look at that. I'm gonna keep that up. That's pretty cool. Let's see, who is anyone we can. Here we go. Even playing?
Wait.
Yeah, there he is. Word up. All right. Well, time has come where I have to go do take care of responsibilities. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go raid Opie. That's over on the Twitch side. For all my TikTokers and YouTubers, unfortunately we don't have that. That's okay though. I still love you all. And I want to thank you all for coming around. David, thank you for coming by and chatting me up. Really good talking to you. Hopefully we'll talk again tomorrow. All right. Take care. And Rebecca, yes, you too. Thank you for coming by. And hopefully you feel better too. Actually, I'm not going anywhere except for in my Twitch side I left. That's what you're going to hear there. You can just hear the sounds. It's me.
Welcome in, Raiders.
He's got a good raid thing. Anyway, for the rest of you, Rebecca, feel better. Hopefully you catch the next stream. I'll be on again tomorrow.